We are going to learn today the next lesson in EVS, directions and maps. Now look at these main directions: north, south, east and west. North, south and east and west. Now let us learn more about these directions. Now look at these pictures: ball, cap, shoes and house. Can you tell me the directions? Yes, the ball is in the north side, shoes in the east, cap is in the south side, and the house is, yes, house comes at the west side. You can see the opposites: north and south, they are totally opposite, and east and west, they are totally opposites. So now from the fourth lesson of EVS, we will learn more about the major directions. These are the north, south, east and west. Now look at this picture now. You have to answer me, what is that? What the boy is doing? Just observe the boy, what he is doing. Yes, you can see in the picture the sun rises in the east side and the boy is facing towards the sun. Every morning when we get up, if you'll see in the morning, sun always rise at the east side. Now what is this? Here is the directions where the sun sets, and the sun sets at the west side. So sun rises at the east and the sets at the west side. So these are totally opposites. Now look at this picture. Observe the pictures carefully and now tell me, what is that? Yes, if you face to the east, the west is behind us. You can see the boy is facing towards the east side, but what comes at the his back, that means opposite, that's the west side. And at that time, the north is our left and the south is our right. So these are totally opposites: north and south and east and west. These are totally opposite side that we have to understand. Okay, so now what we have learned: the sun rises at the east in the morning and sun sets at the evening, that comes the west side. So now you have understood now the south, east and west and north and south. Now let's learn about the next picture. Now again, here is what is that? Yes, we call a compass for this. And do you know what is the use of this? If you'll travel by a ship, or if you'll walk in the desert area where you're totally lost, then the compass will help you to identify the correct directions. Then you can easily find out with the help of compass, and we can go to your destinations with the help of the compass. The compass is used to determine the directions. The magnetic needle in a compass always lies in the north-south directions. Now here comes an activity for you from your textbook. Now what is that? Yes, Sai and Abhay have been asked to solve the problem. Now can you help them? Yes, you have to help them to find out now. In the picture, the east is marked. Use that to write the other three directions in the yellow boxes. You can see the 4 yellow boxes in the picture, and the east is already written. So we have to find out west, south and north. Students, what we have learned, if east and the west, they are totally opposite. Now east is given, so what will come the straightforward? Yes, the west is opposite to east, so we will read west and north and south. So now find out in which directions do we travel to go from the ice cream shop, the bus stop. Now if you are standing near the ice cream shop and you have to walk towards the bus stop, what is the first? Now before you give the answer, let's just find out the directions. So these are the directions: east, west, north and south. These are the totally, you can find out the east and west, they are opposite, and north and south, they are opposite. Now let's learn more about the directions. Yes, north, south, east, and west. As you can see, these are the totally opposites, north, south, and east and west. Now look at this picture, compass and GPS. Nowadays we use children whenever you travel by Ola, Uber, or any your private vehicle, we always use the GPS. But why do we use? Yes, to find out the exact location, to find out whether we are going on the right directions or not. So this GPS always used by the drivers to find out the correct locations. And the compass, as you know, this is used in the we use whenever we are traveling by the shape, or when we are traveling in the desert areas. That time we don't find out exact location. So this compass help us to understand what come exact location like north, south, east, and west. When we are traveling by car, or when we are reading a map, or whenever we are just driving, that time we use the directions. Now students, here is a tip time for you, and this is going to be very helpful for you. I know the many students, they face a lot of problems to identify the directions, but here is the tip. Now you have to remember that you have to understand. It's very funny. Okay, come on, let's proceed. Hey, hey, what is that? Never ate soggy waffles. Means what? North, east, south, and west. This sentence, if you remember, never eat soggy waffles. So this can be like you will never forget. One more I have. Now the second is never ate slimy worms. Means this will also help you. North, east, south, and west. I hope your doubt is clear about north, east, and southwest. So now we will just read the map, and with the help of the directions, you will tell me the correct directions from the map. Now tell me where comes north on the map. Where comes north? North side. Yes, correct. Very good. Now south. Very good. Now the next is east. Now tell me where is the east. Very good. And the last is west. Excellent job, students. Very good. Awesome job. Now, so students, did you enjoy the lesson? So what we have learned today? Come on, let's revise. We have learned the main four directions. We have learned about east, west, south, and north. We have learned about the directions, and we have learned that from where the sun rises, where the sun sets. You know the answers now? Yes, sun rises at the east and set at the west. And apart from that, we have learned how to find out the directions with the help of sun angles. Now, there is an activity for you in EVS textbook. If you'll read the lesson from the textbook, and then behind that, there is an activity that you have to find out, and then you have to understand. You'll read the lesson, and you'll do the activity from the textbook. Thank you.